Hello, everyone. I'm Laura, and this year I'm 75 years old. My sex life is still as passionate as ever. Can you believe it? In today's video, we're going to uncover some little known truths about women's sexuality secrets that can completely transform your intimate relationships, whether you're 50 or 70 like me. Don't take your eyes off the screen because I'll reveal powerful techniques to put an end to premature ejaculation and take your love life to a whole new level. I promise that if you follow my guidance correctly, you'll enhance your romantic life like never before. Before we dive into the details of this topic, make sure you've subscribed to the channel so you don't miss out on tips about health and sexual wellness. If you find this content helpful, give it a thumbs up to spread the message and comment. The number one, if this topic resonates with you, or zero. If you have other suggestions for us to improve right now, I want to ask you, do older adults still have sex? With all my sincerity, my answer is yes, absolutely. And it's not just a rare statistic. According to the New England Journal of Medicine, 54% of men and 31% of women over 70 still maintain an active sex life. Did you hear that in the 50 to 60 age range, that number is even higher, like a bold statement that the flame never dies as long as you know how to keep it burning? I've seen it in my own life, and I bet you've wondered at some point, can I still do it? The answer is yes, but listen closely because our bodies change. And that's where the story gets exciting. When you hit 50, men start to feel testosterone slipping away. That hormone that once made you strong like a lion quietly fades, leaving moments where you question, am I still capable? For women, vaginal dryness creeps in like an uninvited guest, making intimate moments trickier than they used to be. But don't think it's over. I've been there, felt that frustration, and found a way through. Pills can help. Lube is like a tiny miracle in a bottle, and sometimes just a touch in the right spot. Gentle, subtle can make your heart race again. Have you ever tried lightly stroking your partner's inner thigh? At this age, the skin gets thinner, more sensitive, and a touch in the right place can awaken feelings you thought were long asleep. I remember the first time I realized this. No need to rush, no need to prove anything, just slow down. Feel it and let those bodily changes become your ally instead of your enemy. Testosterone dropping in men. Turn it into a chance to explore tenderness. Vaginal dryness making you shy. A bit of lube can break down every barrier, giving you back the moments you deserve to savor. Sex after 50 isn't just physical, it's a connection, a way to say to the person beside you, I still see you and I still want you. Research shows over half of men and nearly a third of women over 70 are still at it. They don't give up, and you can be part of that group too. I want to ask you honestly, do you think sex still matters after 50? Is it still the spark that warms your life? Or have you let it fade amid daily worries? Drop your thoughts in the comments. Just a simple yes or no. I want your real opinion because I believe at any age we all have the right to love, be loved, and feel that joy in our own way. Have you ever thought that a kiss on the belly could ignite a woman more than a soft touch on the ear or neck? I've tried it, and I've got to say, it feels like a warm wave spreading through you, waking up every sense you thought had gone quiet, according to the Kinsey Institute in 2018. 40% of women agree that nipple stimulation is the first step they want. A slow, gentle start that's enough to set your heart racing. But let me tell you more, because after 50, our bodies shift, and that's when things get even more thrilling. The skin thins out, gets more sensitive like smooth silk waiting to be explored. Have you tried it yet? A light stroke on the lower back or the inner thigh might catch your partner off guard, maybe even leave them stunned because those spots are so often overlooked. I remember the first time I tried this, not the usual places everyone thinks of, but a soft touch on my husband's lower back. He turned to me, eyes wide with surprise and delight. Like I just unlocked a door we'd never step through after 50. We tend to assume our bodies are too familiar to hold any new surprises, but I'm telling you, you're wrong. More sensitive skin means every little stroke can tell a story. Every kiss on the belly can make your partner shiver with quiet joy. Don't just stick to the old spots. You know, by heart, step out of that comfort zone. Try caressing the inner thigh or let your fingertips glide along the spine, and you'll see magic happen. Picture this: you're sitting there, dim lights glowing, and instead of heading straight for the familiar, you pause, plant a kiss on their belly. No rush, no pressure, just feeling the skin beneath your lips. Then you try a gentle stroke on the inner thigh, slow like a whisper without words. I bet your partner won't just be surprised. They'll want you to do it again after 50. We don't need speed, we need finesse. And it's these small touches that make all the difference. 40% of women are right. Nipples are a great start, but the lower back, inner thighs, or an unexpected belly kiss are hidden gems you haven't tapped into yet. I want you to try it seriously. Where have you touched that? Surprised your partner? Share an unexpected spot in the comments. Any place that got them tingling when you least expected it. I'll read them and pick the top 3 answers to respond to directly because I believe we all have a little secret to share, and I can't wait to hear yours. Have you ever felt that premature ejaculation is a shame you can't speak about? I'm here to tell you don't blame yourself. It's not something to be ashamed of. Did you know that 1/3 of men over 50 deal with this? And I've watched my husband struggle with it too, but we got through it. Premature ejaculation isn't the end. It's a challenge you can absolutely control if you're willing to try. Imagine the moment you feel yourself nearing the edge, your heart pounding, your breath racing, and then instead of letting it slip away too fast, you stop. That's the stop and squeeze technique. I want you to know when the climax gets close, pause, gently squeeze the tip of your penis for 10 seconds. Take a deep breath, like you're stretching out a precious moment, then carry on. I've seen him do it awkward at first, but after a few tries, everything shifted according to the Journal of Sexual Medicine. 78% of men improve their staying power in just 3 months. That number doesn't lie, and I'm living proof of that magic, but don't stop there. I've got another secret to share. Something you might not have thought of, Kegel exercises aren't just for women. Men can tighten their pelvic floor muscles too, and I told him to try it 10 times a day, just a few minutes while watching TV or driving. Can you imagine it in just 6 weeks? He boosted his control by 30%. Like his body rediscovered a strength that age had taken away. Urology in 2019 proved it. Kegels aren't just an exercise, they're the key to owning your body. I remember the first time he told me, his voice full of pride. I'm not worried anymore, and I smiled because I knew we'd conquered it together. Premature ejaculation isn't the enemy. It's a reminder that you can be stronger than you think, as long as you don't give up. Picture this: you're lying there next to the one you love, and instead of worrying, you control your own rhythm. Stop. And squeeze is a powerful pause. 10 seconds to catch your breath, to stretch out the joy for both of you and Kegel. They're like a silent friend. Every pelvic squeeze, a way of telling your body I'm in charge. 78% of men nailed it with stop and squeeze after 3 months, and 30% got better control with Keels. Will you be next? I want you to try, really not just for you, but for the one beside you too. What will it be? Stop and squeeze. Or Keel? Comment one if you pick stop and squeeze two, if you lean toward Keel. I can't wait to hear your choice because I believe you can write your own story full of emotion and pride. Like mine, have you ever thought sex toys were just a joke? I used to think so until I stumbled on the truth. They're not a joke. They're a quiet companion that can change everything, according to Love Honey in 2019. 52% of women own a sex toy, and I thought, why not? Especially after 50, when your body starts shifting, when dryness shows up uninvited, making those close moments tougher than I expected. I tried a small vibrator, just a tiny one, but it was like a light in the dark. No more shyness, no more pain, just joy rushing back. Like the old days, can you picture it? Something so small can turn faded moments into a symphony of feeling where you and your partner sync up perfectly after 50. We don't have to give up. We just need new ways. And that little vibrator was my unexpected answer. But here's the thing. There's something even bigger than toys. It's communication, and I call it gold one day. I mustered the courage to ask my husband straight, what do you like? Just 3 simple words, but they opened a world I'd never seen. He hesitated, then grinned and said, I like that you asked. From then on, we started being real with each other, no guessing, no silence, just straight up questions. What do you like? How do you want it? Did you know 82% of couples who communicate well feel more satisfied in bed? And I get why. It's not just words, it's how we hold hands, lock eyes, and rediscover what we thought was lost after 50 when the body isn't what it used to be. Asking your partner straight up isn't scary. It's the spark that reignites the fire. I remember the first time I used that little vibrator with him. I worried he'd balk, but I asked, "How'd you feel about trying this?" He nodded, and then we laughed. Exploring like kids falling in love for the first time. Toys don't replace feelings, but they smooth the way dryness knocks and communication. It's the thread that binds us tight. Every question, a bridge. Every answer, a hug. 52% of women were right to pick toys, and 82% of couples prove the power of words. So, what's your pick? I want you to try. Honestly, have you used a toy or asked your partner straight up comment toy if you've tried one or talk? If you went for communication, share your story to inspire me and everyone else, because I believe every tale is worth telling. Have you ever thought that STDs, those sexually transmitted diseases, were just a young person's problem? I used to think that until reality hit me hard. STDs don't spare anyone, no matter your age. According to the CDC, in 2018, chlamydia rates in people over 50 doubled from 2007 to 2017. Did you catch that? I was floored when I learned it because I figured after 50 we were safe, past the days of worrying, but no, life's full of surprises. And I realized protecting myself and the one I love is something I can't ever slack on. Using a condom, it sounds basic, but it's the strongest shield. There is no need to feel shy. It takes just 5 seconds to put it on. 5 seconds to guard you both from risks we can't predict. I remember the first time I handed my husband a condom. He chuckled a bit embarrassed, but then said, "You're right. Better safe than sorry." Since then, it's become our routine, like a silent promise between us. But sexual health isn't just about dodging disease, it's how you care for your body, too. Hydration or simply drinking enough water matters more than you'd guess. I didn't pay attention at first until I noticed my body dragging worn out, even in our closest moments. Then I read that staying hydrated boosts blood flow, ramps up energy, and CNN in 2022 backed it up. 73% of women say they feel better, stronger when they're well hydrated. I gave it a shot, a few glasses a day. Nothing fancy, just a small habit. And you know what it's like? A fresh breeze swept through me. I'm tougher, more alive. And my husband noticed the change too. After 50, our bodies lose water faster, but a little effort can shift everything from how you move to how you love. Imagine this, you're lying there with your partner, soft lights glowing, and you know you've kept you both safe. Just 5 seconds with a condom for peace of mind, then you sip some water beforehand, feeling the blood flow steady, carrying energy you thought was gone. STDs don't spare anyone, true, but we can fight back. Chlamydia doubled. No big deal. I've got condoms. 73% of women feel better. Hydrated. I've tried it and I'm hooked. I want to ask you honestly, do you use condoms regularly? Don't be shy. This is a safe space to share comment. Yes, if you do, or no, if you don't. I want to hear your story because I believe we all have ways to keep love and health going strong. Have you ever wondered which position truly brings you and your partner to bliss? I figured it out over the years, and I've got to say, missionary is still king. Nothing beats it according to Archives of Sexual Behavior in 2017. 80% of women love missionary for its comfort and effectiveness, and I totally get it. One time I was lying there, my husband's eyes locked on mine, so close I could feel every breath he took. No strain, no fuss, just a pure connection. Age can't steal after 50 when the body's not as limber. Missionaries, a safe haven where we can love each other without aches or exhaustion. But don't think that's it. Spooning's just as amazing, especially if your joints ache like mine. I'd curl up in his arms, warmth from behind, and the back pain just melted away like a hug that heals and sparks joy at once. But here's the thing, there's a position I once thought was impossible after 50 standing. Yep, standing not only stretches out the climax, but is easier than you'd think. I recall my first try. My legs were shaky, age holding me back, but I leaned against the wall, let him steady me, and everything clicked. It felt like a jolt racing through me, stretching that peak moment I thought belonged to youth. Don't let age stop you. I doubted myself, but with a little creativity leaning on the wall, if your legs wobble, you'll find your body can still sing. Love's tune, missionaries. King for its ease. Spooning's a friend for sore joints and standings. A mini adventure, each one tells its own story, making us laugh, then hold each other tighter. Picture this: you try missionary tonight, feeling its effectiveness in every touch or spooning to ease those nagging joint pains, or you boldly stand leaning on the wall, letting the climax linger like a surprise gift. 80% of women can't be wrong. Missionary delivers the comfort we crave, but spooning and standing are hidden treasures. I've uncovered over time, I've tried them, felt them, and I want you to too. Don't let age be an excuse to stop loving. Stop trying. I'm curious. What's your favorite position? Is it cozy missionary, gentle spooning, or daring standing? Comment the name below. I'll pick someone random to send a personal tip because I believe we all have a love story worth sharing, and I can't wait to hear yours. What have you picked up from this journey from the stop?